down to Sulphur, Louisiana. It's time for Class C semifinal softball here on 95.7 KROK. Jesse Tavares, Mike Solo, getting ready for state semifinal softball here in Class C is the Simpson Lady Broncos, the 13th seed. They're ready to take on the Northside Christian Lady Warriors here at 15-5. They've got the number 1 seed in Class C. 3 Vernon Parish teams all playing at the same time. The Hicks Lady Pirates and Anacoco Lady Indians, they are over on the other field. So we are bringing you the Class C game here on KROK as we are getting ready to get underway. Take a look at the starting lineups of the Simpson Lady Broncos. Jane Losadio will lead things off. She will bat second. Shortstop, Olivia Edwards. She bats second place shortstop. The pitcher, Charlie Wilson. She bats third. Cleanup today is the catcher, Hallie Rollins. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Ashlyn Elaine. Batting sixth is the first baseman, Melly Honeycutt. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Abigail Martin. Pistol Rollins, she bats eighth, and batting ninth is the left fielder, and Peyton Fracasso. Take a look at our umpires today. It is Gene Laura behind the plate, Stephen Patrick at first, Wayne George over at third. Our umpires today out of the Lake Charles Association is Brooklyn Abear is in the circle, and we are just about ready to go. Here today in Sulphur, Louisiana, it is Frash Park, the site of today's Class C state softball game. Looks like we're running a couple of minutes ahead of schedule. So we are a couple of minutes ahead. So we've got a couple of minutes before we throw the first pitch. We'll take a quick break. We'll bring you first pitch between Simpson and Northside Christian when we come back here on 95.7 K-Rock.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Craft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Just about ready for Class C state semifinal softball action here between Simpson and Northside Christian. Northside Christian with that 15-5 record. They earned the number 1 overall seed. They got here after the bye in the first round. They took on Dodson in the second round. They won that one by a whopping 23-0 over Dodson. In the quarterfinals, it was Northside Christian getting the win over St. Joseph's. They won 12-3, and that brought them here to the semifinals for the Simpson Lady Broncos. They get here. It's been an upset-ridden trip here for Simpson. They got the bye in there. Rather, they had to go Gibson Coleman in the first round. Then they went and upset Summerfield, the 4th seed. Then they upset Ebarb 5-4 in 7 innings. In the quarterfinals, it has been an upset-ridden path for the Simpson Lady Broncos, and they will try and continue that here by taking down the number 1 seed in Northside Christian as we are getting ready to go as they give us the go-ahead, and we are ready for action here at field number 19. Chastity Morris, Ricky, good to be back here on West Central's Best Radio for state semifinal softball action. Brooklyn Abear lines and fires, and the first pitch rides upstairs, but a strike called, and we are underway. First pitch coming right on the dot at noon. These games are officially scheduled to play yesterday, but with all the weather, all of them pushed back to today. Pretty pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner. And behind in the count is Jane Losadio to lead off the game at 0-2. Launches that one outside as Abear came home with it. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. A lot of bats here in this Lady Bronco lineup. Go out of the yard at any points. 1-2. Swung out and missed. Brooklyn Abear tallies up her first punch outs. And we are got our first outs here in today's ball game. Losadio goes down swinging. But a lot of pop through this Lady Bronco lineup. As you've seen, they've been able to score throughout the playoffs. They put up 15 runs. It was 15-0 over Gibson Coleman, and 7-3. Scored 7 runs against number 4 Summerfield. And against Ebarb, they go up a 5 spot to get the upset. First pitch to Olivia Edwards. Misses a bit outside. Making 1 ball and no strikes. Edwards today at shortstop. Hebert comes home, and a big cut from Edwards swings through it, and it evens it up at 1-1. It's Welsh, Abshire, and Ashby left to right in the outfield with Abshire, Williams, Guidry, and Hernandez left to right in the infield with Bertrand behind the dish for the Lady Warriors. The 1-1 way upstairs. Edwards doesn't offer, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Completely different day than it was yesterday here in Southwest Louisiana. Yesterday it was nasty, overcast, and rainy all day. It is a beautiful day for softball here just 24 hours later in Sulphur. 2 balls and a strike. They come home with it, and it's popped up into the air, but it will get out of play behind plates. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Savio struck out to start this one off in the top half of the first inning, just underway here in the Class C semifinal game. Try and keep you updated with the others as well, with Anna Coco and Hicks also playing. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. The 2 spot, Olivia Edwards, the pitch. Down low. And the counts are in 3 balls and 2 strikes. If you want to catch that Anna Coco game, Sean Larken has it over on today's Country 105.7. Bill Norris and company have the Hicks game over on KJ. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brooklyn Hebert comes home with the payoff. Grounded over to first, but it will get out of the foul down that first base line. We'll re-rack it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, Brooklyn Hebert comes home with the 3-2. Grounded up the box. That'll be a base hit. Our first base runner of the ball game. Under the glove of Brooklyn Hebert in the pitcher's circle. And it's a base hit for Olivia Edwards. A wonderful at-bat, and she's able to work it into a 1-out base knock. Charlie Wilson now for Simpson. Hebert, first pitch. They lay out the bunt. They do pull it back. They will try to go down to second, and it is not in time. Sliding in safely as the ball gets into the outfield. Abshire collects it up and gets it back onto the infield. And it's a runner in scoring position here for Coach Lasavio's Broncos. Oh, 1. Driven, this one into left. Back on it is Welch, and this one will get out of play and foul. Out in front of that one was Wilson. Wilson will be the pitcher today for the Lady Broncos. Just an 8th grader. 4 8th graders on this Simpson squad. A couple 8th graders on the squad for Northside Christian as well. Ahead of the count, here's Brooklyn Hebert. 0-2. Comes home with it. Down low. 1-2. Once again, Olivia Edwards a little bit off the bag there at second, but to throw back into the circle. One out here in the top half of the first inning. Here's the 1-2. Inside misses. Even it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allie Rollins is on deck in the cleanup spot for the Lady Broncos. 2-2. Pitch comes. Grounder over to third. Abshire comes up firing to first. The throw is low, but a nice pick by Hernandez over at first. And there is out number 2. Runner will move up to third, and so Edwards just 60 feet away from scoring the first run of the ball game. Catcher Hallie Rollins will be next for Simpson. First pitch is swung on and miss. And that one gets over the head. They may test it. They won't. She thought about coming home, did Edwards, but She retreats back to third as the ball got over the head of Abear, but right there to clean it up was Williams and Shorts. Lady Broncos trying to scratch first. They're in the first inning. A 1 fouled off. And ahead now 0-2 is Abear. Single from Olivia Edwards. With one out, it was a strikeout to Jaden Losavio, and then Charlie Wilson with the ground out to third. Runner at third and 2 outs. Looks like we're trying to get a new softball into our umpires. And we're ready to go. Big pitch here for Brooklyn Abear. The 0-2. Outside. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Two 8th grade pitchers going at it today for both the Warriors and the Broncos. Here's the 0-2. It is popped up into the air, down the line in right. Into foul territory. Hernandez makes the play. And the Lady Broncos cannot push that run across. They leave her stranded over at third. No runs on one hit. They leave Edwards over at third. To the bottom of the first inning we go. Here on KROK.
The Board of Directors and employees of the East Central Vernon Water System are proud to support the academic and athletic programs of the area schools within their community. They recognize the importance of a good combination of athletics and academics in molding our student athletes into productive citizens of the community. The Board of Directors and employees of the East Central Vernon Water System live, work, and play right here in the communities they serve. They wish continued success to each athlete both on and off the field.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Lady Broncos not able to push across the run in the top half of the first inning. They're able to collect up a hit with Olivia Edwards. Gets forward on a one-out single, but they will leave her stranded over at third. It will be Northside Christian getting ready to come up to the plate for the first time tonight. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Lady Warriors. Shortstop Heaven Williams will lead things off. The pitcher Brooklyn Abear bats second. Batting third is the catcher Isabella Bertrand. Batting cleanup is Riley Hernandez, the first baseman. We just saw her make a play over in foul territory. Miley Ashby, she bats fifth in right field. Batting sixth is Kira Abshire. She plays third. Batting seventh is Jade Guidry, the second baseman. Batting eighth is the designated player, Alexis Miller. And Emily Abshire, the center fielder, bats ninth to round out the starting lineup for the Lady Warriors. As the first pitch in from Charlie Wilson, the eighth grader, for Coach Jade Losavio and company. He's in for a strike 0-1. Oh and 1. Inside, a nice pitch, but misses inside. Our home plate umpire comes from behind the dish and now wants to visit with Coach Losavio. Not real sure. Not real sure what they're talking to Coach Losavio about just on the second pitch from Wilson. Regardless, that meeting looks like it has adjourned. And we'll get back to action. Evan Williams went over to have a quick visit with her teammates, Brooklyn Abear, there in the on-deck circle. 1-1 is inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ryan Hannegriff is the head coach for Northside Christian, along with Randall Guidry, Lynn Abshire, and Madison Clements. 2-1. Foul back off here into the netting, here to the fencing. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson's with the 2-2. Inside, and that'll run the count full 3-2. It is Evan Williams, Brooklyn Abear, Isabella Bertrand here for Northside Christian in the first inning. Charlie Wilson looking to retire the leadoff batter. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Comes home with it. Nice one, but called strike 3. A delayed strike 3 call from the home plate umpire. But it's out number 1 as Charlie Wilson tallies up the punch outs. The one thing about softball umpires, we are always so delayed with our strike 3 call. Doesn't matter what level we're at. That is their problem, is they shout it so the players can hear it, but do not give us the reaction. Brooklyn Abear takes a strike. It's pitcher on pitcher, 8th grader on 8th grader here. Pitch comes, and that one's well inside. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's funny because I mentioned the umpires. They do that at all levels. Look at college softball. It's my biggest gripe with college softball, too, is our umpires just don't give us the sign quick enough. 2 balls and a strike. Here, the 2 spot in Brooklyn Abear. Pitch rides upstairs. And Abear ahead 3-1. Charlie Wilson wasting no time in the circle with the 3-1. Nice one at the top of the zone. And a call strike. And it's the count is full 3-2. Crochet down that third baseline. He wants some instructions. And no, it's 2-2. I thought it was 3-2. I thought it was 3-2. It's 2-2. Okay. Pitch is lined over the second baseman's head. Lasavio couldn't get it just over a glove, and it's a 1-out base knock here for the Lady Warriors. A lot of chaos early on. And it has nothing to do with the game either. Just as Simpson did in the top half of the inning. Northside Christian once again with a 1-out base hit. Lydia Edwards did it for the Lady Broncos. Brooklyn Abear does it here for the Lady Warriors. It's Isabella Bertrand now, the catcher. She takes a ball outside. Runner's trying to go to second, and she will get there easily. The throw from Rollins behind the dish was way high. It's for Casso out there in left, Martin in center right. It's Elaine, Edwards, Lasavio, and Honeycutt left to right on the infield with Rollins doing the catching for Coach Lasavio's Lady Broncos today. The 1-0. Grounder over to shorts. Edwards looks back the runner. Long throw to first. It's in time. Good job by Edwards to make sure that runner was unable to advance. And this is really eerily similar to how our top half of the first inning came. Now to be the cleanup spot in Riley Hernandez. First pitch comes here from Wilson. Popped up into the air, onto the outfield grass. Back is the shortstop, Edwards, to make the play. And a big out number 3 as that will do it for the Lady Warriors. No runs on 1 hit. They leave that girl aboard over at second. We're through 1 inning here at the Class C State semifinal. No score between Simpson and Northside Christian on KROK.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Both of these teams tally up a hit in the first inning, but neither were able to push anything across here in the Class C state semifinal game. Simpson and Northside Christian again. If you're wanting to hear the Anacoco Lady Indians, they are over on 105.7. Do have some score updates. Hicks left the bases loaded in the top half of the first inning. Anacoco already down 4-0 there in the top half of the second. So a couple of score updates for you from our other Vernon Parish games. Go to the second inning now. It'll be the middle part of this order for the Lady Broncos. Elaine, Honeycutt, and Martin. Who's off against Brooklyn Abear, who allowed that base hit, but worked around it. Simpson left that girl at third in the first inning. Ashley Elaine digs in. Her first pitch, swung on and missed. And it's 0-1. Northside Christian out of District 6 had a 2-0 record there in district play. One is driven foul. And ahead here is Abear at 0-2. 15-5 overall, 2-0 in district play. Simpson at 10-11 and 3-1 in District 3C. Brooklyn Abear ahead here. The leadoff batter in the second. 0-2 is a grounder over to shortstop. It's going to have to be a quick play for Williams over to first. Not in time. She's safe at first. It was a bit of a slow burner. Williams didn't pick it up all that great out of the glove. And so it'll be a leadoff base hit for the Simpson Lady Broncos here to start off the second inning. First baseman Bella Honeycutt now. First pitch outside for a ball. So a leadoff single here for the Lady Broncos. Oh, big cut from Honeycutt, swings through it. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooklyn Abear comes home to Honeycutt. Swung on and missed. Another nice cut from Honeycutt. A little bit off balance. And she's down to the count at 1-2. The 1-2 is a grounder foul down the third base line. Neither of these pitchers wasting too much time. As soon as they get that ball, they're ready to rock and roll. It'll be a full day of softball. This is just the opening games here at the LHSAA State Softball Tournaments. Another session coming up at 2:30 and 1 at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Went upstairs with it. And Honeycutt couldn't hold back. And it's out number 1, strikeout number 2 for Brooklyn Abear, the 8th grader. Center fielder Abigail Martin now for the Lady Broncos. Got to push that runner over. They'll try and lay the bunt out. Do try to bunt it, but it is fouled back off here in the fencing. Trying to do anything to push over the runner in Ashlyn Elaine, who led off with an infield hit. Abears 0-1. Bunt placed out once again. That one was way low. And she offered at it. The runner will advance down to second, though, so Elaine now in scoring position with less than 2 outs. 2 strikes on the 7 spot, Abigail Martin here, though. The 0-2 pitch. Outside and misses. And it's 1-2. The Northside Christian fans in attendance, they wanted that one. That was certainly a ball off the plate. Looked like from here, or high above the field. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch comes. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back big punch-outs for Brooklyn Abear. And there's 2 outs here in the second inning. When Abear's going to do so, she's made some really big pitches, and specifically here to Honeycutt Martin. She's been able to get ahead to both of those batters and retire them on less than 4 pitches. Pistol Rollins, she swings through the first one, and she's behind 0-1. Pitch comes. In there for a strike is our home plate umpire. And Abear ahead at 0-2. Pistol playing right field today. Simpson for the second inning in a row with a runner at second and third. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Big punch out for out number 3, and Brooklyn Abear, she allows the infield hit to start off the second inning. She's able to strike out the side. Honeycutt, Martin, and Rollins all go down by way of the K. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, it will be 5, 6, and 7 for the Lady Warriors when we come back on 95.7 K-Rock.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
No score in the bottom of the second we go here at the Class E State semifinal game. Simpson and Northside Christian. And it's 5, 6, and 7 here in the inning to face off against the 8th grader and Charlie Wilson. First pitch is popped up and off the fencing here to Miley Ashby, and she is ahead 0-1. Northside Christian, they got a base hit there in the first inning with 1 outs. Only had to left her stranded there at seconds. 1 to Ashby. There's a strike called by our home plate umpire. And quickly ahead, here's Wilson at 0-2. Smiley Ashby, Kara Abshire, and Jade Tidry here in the inning. 0-2, the pitch. Fouled off, just getting a piece of it is Ashby. And we'll redo it. Now our home plate umpire once again out to say something to Wilson. Maybe just trying to get a new ball. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off. I'm guessing he called that an illegal pitch. That would be why. Ball and 2 strikes here on Miley Ashby to lead off the second. Wilson comes home inside to even up the count at 2-2. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Charlie Wilson. Comes home. Driven for a base hit into left center. Picasso comes over to cut it off. And just the way the Lady Broncos went off the seconds, Northside Christian does the exact same thing. This game is so similar right now, it's not even funny. Simpson picked up a one-out single in the first inning, and then a ground out and a pop-out. Everything on this score sheet really looks so similar. A strikeout, a ground out, a pop-up around a base hit for Simpson, and the same for Northside Christian. As the first pitch comes in, runner going to go down to second as Ashby's going to scoot down to second. And now at 2 outs, or rather with runner at second and nobody out. And the count is 0-1 here on Kira Abshire. Lady Warriors trying to strike first. First pitch inside and misses for a ball. The 1-0 pitch popped up down the line, but it will get out of play. And we'll leave the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Games happening all across the ballpark today. The 1-2 inside to even it up at 2-2. At Parkview Baptist, Notre Dame, Calvary Baptist, and Darbon Woods, Gina, Sterlington, Kaplan, French Settlement, Stanley, and Cocoa Equipment, Hicks, and the Northside Christian and Simpson. The 2-2 is skied into the air, shallow center or shallow right. Nobody knows where it's at. It's the second baseman rather, Lasavio, had no idea where it was, and it drops down right onto the infield grass. And it's first and third, and nobody out here for the Lady Warriors. Second baseman Jade Gidry just had no idea where that ball was at the moment it left the bat. First pitch, they will throw back down as that one's going to be in for a ball. They'll say she is safe. The runner will scoot up to second at Abshire. So now it's second and third and nobody out. A gigantic threats here for Northside Christian in the top half, in the bottom half of the second inning. The 1-0. Down low for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Charlie Wilson in a little bit of a pickle here to start it off in the second. To go to Gidry. Misses inside, and it's 3-0. It's the 7th spot and second baseman Jade Gidry here at the plate for the Lady Warriors. A 3-0 from Wilson. Drops in for a strike. Nice pitch. And it's 3-1. Wilson comes home. Upstairs, did she go? They'll appeal, and she did not. It's always so weird to me that we appeal to third. But nevertheless, it will be a walk, and the bases are going to be loaded here for the Lady Warriors. For the 8th spot in Alexis Miller, the DP. Charlie Wilson, the 8th grader, trying to navigate out of some trouble. First pitch to her. In there, beautiful pitch for a strike to start her off at 0-1. Hard hit single to left for Ashby to start it. Then Abshire had a ball drop in right beyond the second baseman, Losavio. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Big cut. Throw back to third. But back safely. It was a strike, and it's 0-1. 0-2, sorry. Big pitch here for Wilson. She rocks and fires the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Out number 1. big spot to find the punch-outs for Charlie Wilson and now center fielder Emily Abshire. Bases still loaded here for Northside Christian. Pitch is low. Able to keep it in front of Ms. Rollins. Ball and no strikes to the 9th spot. Driven into left. It's going to drop down out of the glove of Picasso. 2 runs are coming to score. Down to second goes the runner in Abshire, and it's 2-0 Northside Christian. Ashby and Abshire both come in to score. That was a weird play because Picasso was back there. She tried to kind of scoop it, and she nearly made the play on it out there in left, but instead it takes a one-hop and right into her glove, and 2 runs coming to score. And now the lineup's going to flip over to the top, and Coach Ryan Hannegriff wants to have a quick chat with the top of his order in Heaven Williams before she comes to the plate. First pitch to her. They will lay out the bunt, but it'll be bunted into the fencing. And it's 0-1. Still runners at second and third here for the Lady Warriors. Still just 1 out. Bottom half of the second inning, 2-0. Lady Warriors lead. Swung on and missed, even up, or make the count 0-2. Evan Williams is 0 for 1 today in the top spot. She led off the ball game. Was caught looking on the punch-outs. And she's in the hole once again here with 1 out against Charlie Wilson, who comes home with the 0-2. Driven, right center field. That's going to get down. That'll clear the bases. 2 more runs will come to score. Into second. They're still rolling her around. Just now getting the ball in. The throw to third. Not in time. Sliding in safely. Now they say she comes off the bag and she's out at third. They say she come up off the bag, and they still had the tag on her, and she is out. But the 2 runs do come in to score. It's 4-0 Northside Christian. Trying to stretch it into a triple. They fumbled the ball, did Martin out there in center, which allowed, they kept the green light on her to try and get her to third, and she would have made it in there safely, but they say she come off the bag. So it's 4-0 with a 4 spot here in the inning for Northside Christian. Now 2 outs in the first pitch here to Brooklyn. Abear is in for a strike, 0-1. Abear 1 for 1 with that single. Couple of rocket balls here from the Lady Warriors. 0-1 upstairs. And it evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. One misses. Exit Quitman battling. It's Quitman down up 1-0 on the Lady Pirates, and Anacoco's down 5-0 still in the bottom of the second inning. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to the 2 spot in Brooklyn. Abear with already 4 runs here in the inning for the Lady Warriors. And that one's upstairs. And the count now runs 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Wilson comes home. Outside, ball 4. So a 2-out base runner on the walk. Second walk issued of the inning. After she walked Guidry to load up the bases, start off this inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. But now there's 2 outs and a runner at first for Isabella Bertrand. Throw down to second will be in time. They'll say they got her foot. And she tries to swipe second, but she is out. And that will do it gracefully for the Simpson Lady Broncos. As Northside Christian, they're able to tally up 4 runs. They do so on 4 hits. They leave nobody aboard. They lead it 4-0 as we go to the third on KROK.
Now let's step into my office to talk. Well, here's the contract.
Jim, you seem to be maxed out. Can you handle more work?
Well, I really could double the size of my shop. I'm just not sure where to go for help.
Well, then you need to talk to a business banker at Merchants and Farmers. Call them. They'll come to you.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Those guys are pros at helping businesses think big. And bigger's definitely what you need to be doing.
Well, I thought they'd only talk to really big companies.
They'll look at your numbers, let you know if the timing is right or if you should wait.
They can do that?
They've been helping businesses like yours since 1928. They know a few things. Anyway, where do you think I got my expansion funding?
Oh, no kidding. Merchants and Farmers.
Yep, give them a call. Here, I'm signing your contract, and who knows? Next year we may be talking even bigger numbers.
No matter what business you're in, Merchants and Farmers will help you think bigger. Merchants and Farmers Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Your future begins with our history.
Through 2 innings here at Field 19. It's the Northside Christian Lady Warriors. They lead it 4-0 with a 4 spot there in the bottom half of the second inning. To the third inning we go. It'll be 9-1-2 here for the Simpson Lady Broncos. Peyton Fracasso, Jaden Lasabio, and Olivia Edwards. Lady Broncos have had a pair of base runners here in this one again. Couple of score updates. Equipment up 1-0 on Hicks in the bottom half of the second inning. And Anna Coco's down 5-0 against Stanley in the bottom half of the second inning. So right now, all 3 Vernon Parish teams trail. Hoping to turn that around here. Third inning, 9-1-2 to face off against Brooklyn Abear, who's back out now with a 4-run lead. First pitch to her. They tried to place the bunt out, but it's fouled off, and it's 0-1. Fracasso in left field today. Tried to bunt her first pitch. Thought about putting it back out there, but that one rides upstairs. And evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Abear low. He comes home. Another, it is bunted this time. It's a pretty good one. The third baseman does a good job crashing in on it. And it looks like that ball has been rolled foul. And Coach Lasabio wants an explanation. It looked pretty good from here where I'm sitting. I thought that was a fair ball. Guess the discussion is probably, did it hit in the other batter's box or not? Coach Lasabio gets all 3 umpires over, and it looks like he's got the explanation. And so she is going to be out on the bunts. Kind of a wacky game to start. 5 punch-outs now tallied up, including striking out the side there in the second. She struck it out 4 in a row. Top of the order now for the Simpson Lady Broncos. Kane Lasabio takes a strike to start her off at 0-1. Lasabio 0 for 1 today with a punch out. 0-1. Outside, low. Counts even at 1-1. Abear's 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, but swung at it. Sent out to center, and Abshire doesn't have to move very much and makes the play for out number 2. That ball was luckily above her head. Swung at it anyway and puts it into center for out number 2. Olivia Edwards now the shortstop. She's got one of the 2 hits for Simpson today. First pitch to her, driven but well foul. She was geared up to swing at that one. That ball was crushed and hit a long way, but on the line and foul. 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd inning with Northside Christian leading 4-0. 0-1 is down low to even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch comes home from Abear. Outside to make it 2-1. Two balls and a strike here with 2 outs in the 3rd. Pitch comes home. Fouled off to even it up at 2-2. So Olivia Edwards here at the plate for Simpson. 1 for 1 with that base hit in the 1st inning. Abear trying to set him down in order after getting the 4-0 lead. Comes home with the 2-2. Driven base hit into right field. That one on a line. And it's a 2-out, 2-strike knock for Olivia Edwards. Her 2nd hit of the day. And she's aboard here with 2 outs in the 3rd.
Up to bat, number 9, Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson, the pitcher now. Trying to help herself out a little bit. Looks like we got time called by Coach Hannah Griff. Something going on out there in left field. Got the left fielder Welch kind of just hanging out. Maybe something went over the fence. And it looks like that could be the case. It was. Something went over. A kid went scurrying after it, so that would make one assume that it was a ball of some sort. Now we're still focused out there in left. And now we'll get right back to action. Some wacky stuff in this game already. 2-out single for Olivia Edwards, and we're back to action with Charlie Wilson getting ready to dig in for her 2nd time today. 0 for 1 with a sharp ground out to 3rd. First pitch upstairs and misses. 1-0. Abear's 1-0 is low for a ball. Throw down to 2nd. Not going to be in time. Into scoring position is Wilson. Around Edwards down to 2nd. And it's going to be a 2-0 count. And anything to the outfield, and Edwards will score once again, or will score. 2 balls and no strikes here from Brooklyn Abear, who's ready to go to bring home the 2-0. Down and in. And the count is 3-0. Haley Rollins on deck. The catcher popped out into foul territory her first time up. Our home plate umpire is just concerned with everything today. Make sure everybody's in the dugout. 3 balls and no strikes here to the 3 spot Wilson, who takes a strike. Ball gets away from Bertrand, but not far enough to get the runner over to 3rd. So the count is now 3-1. 4-0 Northside Christian with the lead. Simpson trying to get something across. They've got their 3rd base runner of the game. And the 3rd base runner to at least reach 2nd. 3 balls and a strike. Abear comes home. Upstairs for ball 4. 2 on with 2 out, and Simpson looking for a little 2-out magic. And Rollins, the catcher, will now be next here for Simpson. Again, this is a Simpson lineup that can really swing it. Talking to Coach Jade Lasabio, he said, look, this is a team that I feel like when they're really rolling, He can hit about 40 homers a year. Rollins today popped up into foul territory on the first base side. And she bats here with the biggest threat for the Lady Broncos today with first and second. Now there is 2 outs after 2 quick outs to the 9 in the 1 spot in this lineup. First pitch from Hebert. In for a strike. Nice one on the outside portion to start it off at 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Way ahead of that one was Rollins, and now she's in the hole at 0-2. Anytime Hebert has needed a big pitch, she's been able to find it. She's tallied up 5 punch-outs, including one on that run of 4 in a row. 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. And another big punch-out for Brooklyn Hebert. Strikeout number 6. She tallies up 2 of them here in the inning. And she shuts down the threat of the Simpson Lady Broncos. They get them first and second. 2-out magic. They cannot come through on it. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning with Northside Christian sending up 3, 4, and 5. Take a break. 4-0. Northside Christian back with more on KROK.
District 30 State Representative Charles Owen and his wife Carolyn are proud to support the athletic and academic programs of our Vernon Parish schools. Representative Owen and his wife recognize the importance of a healthy combination of athletics and academics in molding the lives of today's youth. Student athletes have represented themselves, their schools, and their communities very well. Wishing continued success for our Vernon Parish teams.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his staff would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.
With 3, 4, and 5 here for Northside Christian. State semifinal softball here on 95.7 KROK. Again, if you're looking for the Anacoca Lady Indians, Sean Larken's got those over on 105.7. Looks like Pirates over on KJ. Looks like Anacoca, they've cut into it. Only Duran with a grand slam. Anacoca now down by 1-5-4. Batting in the top of the 3rd. Hicks down 1-0. In the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Still 4-0 here. It's a first pitch swinging into left. Coming in is the left fielder for Casso, and she makes the play out there in left. And it's 1 pitch, 1 out as Isabella Bertrand flies out to left. Need a nice inning here from Charlie Wilson after that big 2nd inning for Northside Christian. Riley Hernandez, first pitch she sees, attacks it into center field for a base hit. 1 on and 1 out now for the Lady Warriors. And it's Miley Ashby who started this all off in the 2nd inning. Where the first 3 would reach, they would load up the bases with nobody out. And they would strike for 4 runs. First pitch for a strike. 0-1. Outside. Even it up at a 1 ball and 1 strike. Ashby, Abshire, and Guidry the next 3. These 3 started it off. 1-1 inside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Simpson has had base runners. Hitting the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. Had 1st and 2nd with 2 outs in the top half of this inning. Here's a pitch that misses outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Ashby going to probably try and get off her ace swing right here. 3-1. Upstairs for ball 4. 1st and 2nd with 1 out now for the Lady Warriors. Third walk issued for Charlie Wilson. Wilson, the 5'9", 8th grader. Big cuts to start it off here for Kira Abshire. 0-1. So it's Hernandez at second, Ashby at first, a single and a walk after a first pitch fly out to left. 0-1 pitch. Grounder over to short. They'll go up firing to third, and they will get her on the fourth play there at third. And it is going to be in time. Heads up play there by Edwards. The ball was taking her more towards that third base side, and she's able to swing over and make the play. So Hernandez is out. So it'll still be first and second with Abshire and Ashby there at first and second, respectfully. First pitch here to Jade Guidry. It misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Guidry walked in that second inning and came around to score. Fouls this one off, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. First and second, 2 outs, the 1-1. Way upstairs. That's going to allow the runners to scoot up to second and third as that one got to the backstop. And now 2 in scoring position with Ashby and Abshire down at second and third. Two balls and a strike here on the second baseman, Jade Guidry. She rocks in, fires. Outside, ball 3. Command has been a little all over the place here for Charlie Wilson. Here in the third. It's falling behind to every batter. 3 balls and a strike. Fouled off. Counts even at 3-2. Or counts full at 3-2. If Guidry's able to get aboard, it'll be Alexis Miller, the 8th spot. In the on-deck circle, she's 0 for 1. Count is full at 3-2. Second and third. The pitch is inside. And that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded here for Northside Christian.
On to bat, number 34, Alexis Miller.
And now, looks like a quick chat. We may get a quick offensive timeouts for Northside Christian. Talk to Alexis Miller. Bases full of Lady Warriors. It's Ashby down at third, Abshire at second, Guidry at first. Charlie Wilson trying to wiggle out of the trouble. First pitch swinging down the line and foul. And it's 0-1. Honeycutt gave it a look, gave it her best effort down that first base line, but it was out of reach. Miller 0 for 1 with the punch out. 0-1 pitch. Popped up onto the infield. Nobody knows where it's at, and it's going to drop in. 1 run will come in to score. They will be able to tag the runner out here at the plates. And that will do it here in the inning, but another run comes in to score to make it 5-0 Northside Christian. Just a wacky ball game here through 3 innings. 5-0 Northside Christian with the lead. Taking a break, coming back with more here on KLOK.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Craft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
The Board of Directors and employees of the East Central Vernon Water System are proud to support the academic and athletic programs of the area schools within their community. They recognize the importance of a good combination of athletics and academics in molding our student athletes into productive citizens of the community. The Board of Directors and employees of the East Central Vernon Water System live, work, and play right here in the communities they serve. They wish continued success to each athlete, both on and off the field.
KROK Southport Pulse.
Nothing Northside Christian against the Simpson Lady Broncos as we play here in the top half of the fourth inning. Lady Broncos will send up 5, 6, and 7. Elaine, Honeycutt, and Martin. Big cut to start it for Ashland. Elaine comes up empty and it is 0-1.
Up to bat, number 12, Ashland Lane.
Lady Broncos have had base runners. Just have not been able to come up with a big hit. Upstairs to even it up at 1-1 strike. They've got a single in all 3 innings, 2 of which by Olivia Edwards. The other one by this girl right here, Ashland Lane. She led off the second inning with the base hit. 1-1. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. Brooklyn Abear back to work in the circle, toes the rubber, brings the 2-1. Popped up and out of play, foul. And the count will be even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice crowd for both Northside Christian and the Simpson Lady Broncos. Fans all over the ballpark here to start on the 12 o'clock game. And 2 more sessions coming up today. No local teams in those. 2:30 and 5 o'clock. The 2-2. Inside, and that'll run the count full at 3-2. Would love to find a way to get another leadoff base runner here for the Lady Broncos, who built themselves a deficit that they're going to have to climb out of. 5-0 Lady Warriors here in the 4th. The 3-2 comes. Fouled off. Once again, run the count. Keep the count at 3-2. All 3 Vernon Parish teams at the moment are down 5-4. Anna Coco down by 1 after an Oni Duran grand slam, and then kicks down 1-0. 3-2, pitch home. Cut on and missed. Well, they say she fouled it off. They will have to throw down to first. And that is out number 1. Drop third strike, sorry. And there's one away, and the 7th strikeout of the game. Brooklyn Abear. Bella Honeycutt, 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the 2nd. Flies the first one in. Shortstop Williams calls everybody off and makes the play right in front of the second base bag. And it's a quick second out, and there's 2 up, 2 down here for the Lady Broncos in Brooklyn for Brooklyn Abear. Abigail Martin now for Simpson. Takes the first pitch, a beauty on the outside portion for a strike, 0-1. One into the air left field. Welsh is back and will snow call the play out there and left and make it. And that will do it. The Lady Broncos go 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. It's a shutdown inning for Brooklyn Abear. And that will do it for the Broncos. Top half of the 4th inning. 9-1-2 for Northside Christian, Abshire, Williams, and Abear when we come back here on 95.7 KROK.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lewis Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
It'll be 9-1-2 here for Northside Christian as we're back here at Field 19. LHSAA's Day Softball Tournament semifinal action day pushed back a day after the rain in the area yesterday. It was a complete wash here in the Lake Charles, Southwest Louisiana area yesterday. It's a first pitch bunt laid out by the 9 spot. They'll throw down, but it will not be in time. And Abshire is going to be aboard with her second hit of the day. This time it's an infield bunt single. And it's a leadoff base runner here for Northside Christian. A tremendous inning by Brooklyn Hebert of Northside Christian. She's retired 4 in a row and did so in quick fashion there in the 4th inning, shutting down the Lady Broncos. Another bunt placed out. This one well inside. Gets away from the catcher, Rollins. Up to second. Now she'll try for throw. Throw to third will not be in time. And she'll be safe there at third as she calls for time. And so more action. And another potential run 60 feet away here for the Lady Warriors. Was able to go first to third on that ball that got away from the catcher, Rollins. Top of the order now in Heaven Williams. She takes a strike, evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One driven into the air down the right field line into foul territory, over, and that one will bounce into foul territory. And we'll do it at 1-2. The other Class C game will come up right after us. Claiborne Christian and Marpaw. Try and get the winner of this one. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch comes. Pops up into the air, center field. And it's going to drop down in front of Martin, the center fielder. She looked like she had a beat on it. And it drops down, and coming in to score is Abshire. So it just keeps getting a little bit worse for the Simpson Lady Broncos. And Coach Lasavio is going to go out and visit. And his first thing he does, he looks up at the sun and says, I don't know how big of a factor that's playing right now. They've had a couple of balls that probably should have been caught that haven't been. That allowed one of the runs to come in to score in the second inning on the ball over to the second baseman. And now once again, in between the second baseman and the center fielder, Martin here. Just 3 balls that probably should have been called for the Lady Broncos that just haven't been. That was the first thing Coach Lasavio did when he walked out to the circle, was look straight up directly into the air. 6-0 now. Strike comes in. Throw down to second as the runner's going to go, and she'll be in there. So another runner in scoring position down to second. And now it's Brooklyn Hebert. Hebert, the pitcher, singled and walked in this one. The 0-1. Outside and misses to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom half of the fourth inning, 1 run already in here for Northside Christian. Grounder over to the shortstop. Lydia Edwards fires. High throw, but able to keep the foot on the bag. Throw back to third. Not in time as the runner will scoot up to third in Heaven Williams. It is out number 1 on the ground out to the shortstop, Edwards.
Isabella Bertrand.
And once again, Northside Christian trying to continue to add on. One misses. And it's now 2 balls. Or it's now 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch is outside. Here to Isabella Bertrand. 2 balls and no strikes. Here on Bertrand. Pitch comes. Grounded over to the second baseman. They will go to first, and that'll allow the runner to come in to score as Williams comes in. Bertrand is retired on the ground out, and it's now 7-0. Lady Warriors up on top of the Lady Broncos. Riley Hernandez now here in the 4th inning. Grounds this one off the glove of the pitcher. Coming over as the second baseman, Lozavio. She can make the play. Safely at first is Hernandez.
Up to bat, number 7.
And the wheels are rolling right now. Rolling beyond the Simpson Lady Broncos. As the 1 seed in Northside Christian is just rolling. And now it's Miley Ashby. First pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. They went on an incredible run to have the Simpson Lady Broncos talk to Coach Lozavio before the game and said, hey, look, the pressure's on them. We're just playing with house money. We're the 13th seed. We're not supposed to be here. There's a strike to even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Simpson had to upset the 5 seed and the 4 seed to get here to the state semifinals. Driven into the air into foul territory, but this one will get out of play. And now it's a ball and 2 strikes here on Ashby. Simpson again upset number 4 Summerfield 7-3, and then upset number 5 Ebar 5-4. The 1-2 outside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Three more hits here in the inning. 2 runs across. Here's the ball flown out into center field. Back on it is Martin near the wall. Will make the play for out number 3. And that will do it. Not before Northside Christian adds another pair. They lead it 7-0 to the 5th inning we go here on KROK.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Nothing Northside Christian with the lead. As we head to the 5th inning, Lady Broncos trying to break it up here with Brooklyn Abear. She has been pretty good. She's retired 4 in a row, dating back to that 3rd inning, including side in order there in the 4th. It'll be 8-9 in top of the order here for the Lady Broncos. Rollins, Fracasso, and Lozavio. As the first pitch is going to be fouled off, and it is 0-1. Brooklyn Abear, she's been pretty darn good. She's allowed a couple of base runners, but hasn't made any come around to score. 0-1 here on the leadoff batter in Pistol Rollins. That one misses outside, even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Rollins getting the 8 spot. He's trying to get something going against Abear. There's a big swing and a miss. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Northside Christian with 4 runs in the second, a run in the third, and 2 more runs in the 4th inning. Pitch to Rollins is a beauty in there for strike 3. And that is out number 1 here in the 5th inning. The 8th punch-out tallied up of the day for Brooklyn Abear. And it is out number 1. And now it will be Peyton Fracasso. She places a bunt out, bunts it back to Abear, fires to first, and the throw is dug out. It was low, but Hernandez is able to dig it out, and again, it is another really quick outs. 2 up, 2 down, and now it's the top of the order, and Jaden Lasabio now for the Lady Broncos. Lasabio grounds it over to short, and it gets under the glove of the shortstop, Williams. So she will be aboard on a 2-out base runner. For the best hitter today for Simpson, Olivia Edwards. So Edwards at the plate. She is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Grounds this one up the box to the shortstop, and Williams will just touch the bag for out number 3. Able to get a base runner, but didn't push anything across. Continues for the Lady Broncos. Brooklyn Abear is rolling right along. To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. It'll be the bottom part of the Warrior lineup. They lead it 7-0 on KROK.
Now let's step into my office to talk. Well, here's the contract.
Jim, you seem to be maxed out. Can you handle more work?
Well, I really could double the size of my shop. I'm just not sure where to go for help.
Well, then you need to talk to a business banker at Merchants and Farmers. Call them. They'll come to you.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Those guys are pros at helping businesses think big. And bigger's definitely what you need to be doing.
Well, I thought they'd only talk to really big companies.
They'll look at your numbers, let you know if the timing is right or if you should wait.
They can do that?
They've been helping businesses like yours since 1928. They know a few things. Anyway, where do you think I got my expansion funding?
Oh, no kidding. Merchants and Farmers.
Yep, give them a call. Here, I'm signing your contract, and who knows? Next year we may be talking even bigger numbers.
No matter what business you're in, Merchants and Farmers will help you think bigger. Merchants and Farmers Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Your future begins with our history.
Kara Abshire will lead things off here against Charlie Wilson in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's a first pitch grounder over to the shortstop. Edwards' long throw is in time to retire Abshire. 1 up, 1 down. You can tell early on, over the last couple of innings, they have wanted to attack early against Charlie Wilson. And that's resulted in a couple of first pitch outs. Northside Christian leads at 7-0, bottom half of the 5th inning. First pitch is pumped into for a strike to Jade Guidry in the 7 spot. Oh, and 1. Driven into the air right field. Over on it is Rollins near the line. Will make the play out there in right field. First opportunity out there for Allie. And it's 2 quick outs here for Charlie Wilson and the Lady Broncos in the field. Alexis Miller now will dig in for the Lady Warriors. She's 1 for 2 today, a strikeout and an RBI knock. Flies this one out of play. All three batters here in the inning have come up swinging on the first pitch. Wilson trying to set down the Lady Warriors in order for the first time today. The 0-1. Down low. To even it up at a 1-1 strike. Pitch comes upstairs. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Miller again with the strikeout in the second. The RBI knock in the third. Big second and third inning. 2-1. In there for a strike. Pretty pitch from Charlie. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two. Into the air, center field, and into the glove. A nice catch of Martin. And I thought that one might sail down and get down for a hit, but Martin's able to hold on for it on the line drive out to center field, and that will do it. It's 3 up, 3 down for the first time today, recorded by Charlie Wilson and the Lady Broncos as the Lady Warriors go in order. To the 6th inning, 7-0, Northside Christian. It's Class C state semifinal game here on KROK.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
District 30 State Representative Charles Owen and his wife Carolyn are proud to support the athletic and academic programs of our Vernon Parish schools. Representative Owen and his wife recognize the importance of a healthy combination of athletics and academics in molding the lives of today's youth. Student athletes have represented themselves, their schools, and their communities very well. Wishing continued success for our Vernon Parish teams.
Sixth inning we play, 7-0. Northside Christian with the lead over the Simpson Lady Broncos. Last check, all three Vernon Parish teams trail right now. 5-4 in the Cocoa down. And 1-0 Hicks down. Ground ball, base hits to lead things off here for Charlie Wilson and the Lady Broncos. It's the second time they've had the leadoff base runner aboard today. Charlie Wilson didn't waste any time. She deposited that one into left for a base hit. Allie Rollins, 0 for 2 today. Pop up and a strikeout. Lady Broncos trying to find some offense. Pitch comes, and that's all speed for a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Coach Lasavio wasn't happy about something over there in the coach's box prior to the pitch being thrown. He was barking something out at our home plate umpire. 0-1. Grounder over to third. They'll come up firing to second. Throw is low and out of the glove. They'll say she's safe. Little something cooking now. Gotta have a little luck on your side. Little something cooking here for Simpson. They're holding the tag on her. Trying to somehow call time. And now they will call time. And Coach Rosario is not happy. He's coming over to our home plate umpire. Now he's going to call over the first base umpire. Now he's going to call over the other field umpire. And he's going to retreat back to his coaching box while still voicing his displeasure to our third base umpire. He wants to clarify something. Now they'll bring the umpires once again And Wilson is just taking a seat on the second base bag. Guess she gets her a much-deserved quick little break. Simpson trying to come up with something. Lasavio still having a quick chat with our umpires. Once again, our umpires here on the Lake Charles Association. Gene Lohr, Stephen Patrick, and Wayne George. Big opportunity here for the Lady Broncos. Coach Lasavio is still not happy. Now he's pretty adamant with whatever he's arguing there in the third base coach's box. Regardless, our umpires are now going to retreat to their positions, and we're going to get back to action. So now it's first and second, nobody out. Grassland Lane. First pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Back up the box into the center field for a base hit. They'll hold up the runner at third, and the bases will be loaded. The second end of the day for Ashland Lane. And they're all loaded up here for the Lady Broncos in the sixth inning. And now it's Bella Honeycutt. Bases full of Broncos. Nobody outs here in the sixth inning in a 7-0 ball game. And now time going to be called as Coach Hannegriff wants to take a trip out to the circle, draw all of his infielders, bring his entire infield in. It's going to allow Coach Lasavio to go out and have a quick chat here with Bella Honeycutt. So Coach Hannegriff brings everybody in just to discuss a little strategy here with what needs to happen, what should happen. Just making sure they've got everything set up. Started off with a single for Wilson, and then Rollins reached. And the Ashland Lane, she singled right back up the box, and the bases are loaded in a 7-0 ball game. Lady Broncos know with their offense, they're not out of any game. This one is a tall mountain to climb, but they're starting to try and make that. Bella Honeycutt will dig in as we get ready to get back to action. Brooklyn Abear comes home, and that one is fouled off onto the right side, and it's 0-1. Honeycutt is 0-2 with a strikeout and a pop-up at shortstop. The 0-1 home. Swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. And if it's lower portion of the zone, but swung on and missed from Honeycutt, and she's in the hole here at 0-2. Again, when A-Bears needed to find a big pitch, she's been able to do so. The 0-2. Swung on and missed it. We'll tag out the play, but she will be out. There was no advancements with the bases loaded, so that'll be strikeout number 9 for Brooklyn Abear. She has just been dicing up these Bronco hitters today. Biggest threat, no doubt, of the day for Simpson, with a big opportunity for Abigail Martin, the center fielder. Takes the ball upstairs. Martin is 0-2, struck out in the second and then flew out in the fourth. Ball and no strikes. Abear comes home. Down low, 2-0. Base is full of Lady Broncos. Wilson, Rollins, and a lane aboard. Abear taking her time, now ready to go. The 2-0 pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. And nowhere to put Abigail Martin. Bottom four hitters in this Simpson order have not reached base, and they've tallied up quite a few strikeouts. 3-0 counts, and it's in there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Six out of the 9 outs recorded here. The bottom four of this order, 6 of the 12, have been via the strikeouts. 3-1 is in there for a strike. And it's 3-2. 6 of the 9. Count is full on a big pitch here for Brooklyn Abear. The eighth grader for Northside Christian. And a big pickle here. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 10 for Brooklyn Abear. And back-to-back humongous punch-outs. And now there's 2 away. 10 punch-outs for the eighth grader Abear. And it's Pistol Rollins, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Lady Broncos trying to take advantage of an opportunity that was served up on a golden platter. Bases loaded, nobody out. And they're in danger of not getting anything in a 7-0 ball game. Abear comes home with the first pitch, and it's down low for a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. 0 for 2 today with those 2 strikeouts. Here is Pistol. The 1-0 pitch, grounded foul. And it's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wilson at third, Rollins at second, and Asheville Lane down at first. Couple of hits here in the inning for the Lady Broncos. Most traffic they've had all day. Pitch comes, grounded once again, foul. And now there's 2 strikes on her. Ball and 2 strikes. 3 consecutive reach to lead off the inning, and then a strikeout of Honeycutt, strikeout of Martin. And once again, Abear coming home with the 1-2. Pops up onto the infield. Abear calls everybody off, makes the catch. And caller Houdini, she's able to get out of the inning after the Lady Broncos load up the inning, load up the bases, and cannot push anything across. It's been that kind of day. 7-0 to the bottom of the 6th inning with more on KROK.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, 7-0 Northside Christian with the lead over the Simpson Lady Broncos. Couple of score updates for some Vernon Parish softball. And a Cocoa, they have the lead in the top half of the 5th inning, 7-5. The Lady Indians, they had a grand slam early in it after they were down 5-0 early, but they now lead at 7-5. You can catch that game over on today's Country 105.7. Our guy Sean Larken has got the call on that one over there on the field behind us. Hicks is down 1-0 in the fifth inning. They have left 10 runners on base. Ouch. Ouch. And then, of course, our score here, 7-0 Northside Christian with the lead as we play here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Lady Warriors beginning to count outs. A chance to punch their ticket back to the championship game. Bottom part of the order to lead things off here for Northside Christian. Emily Abshire, the 9 spot, takes the ball outside. And it's 1-0. Abshire, Williams, and Abear 9-1-2 here for the Lady Warriors. Fouled off back into the fencing. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 2 pretty good games with Anacoco. And then the Hicks Lady Pirates, you can catch that game with across town over on KJ. The 1-1. Driven, this one is deep to left. Back on it is Picasso, and that one's going to get over her head. That ball was scorched. And have a relay throw here to third if they didn't realize. Now the ball gets away, and she's going to come in to score 8-0 Northside Christian. And that's just not paying attention out there in the outfield. They tried to get the ball into the infield, and they weren't really paying her any attention. She was around second, headed into third. By the time they threw it home, or getting ready to throw it to third, the ball got away. And a lot that happened there with a hit and an error. Wow. And coming in to score will be Abshire, and it's 8-0 now for Heaven Williams, who takes the ball. Again, just so much wild and wacky stuff has happened in this ball game. Pitch in for a strike. And it's a ball and 1 strike.
Number 1, Heaven Williams.
Heaven today, she is 2 for 3. Struck out in the first inning. 2 RBI double in the second, and an RBI single in the fourth inning. That ball from Abshire was crushed out there to left. I didn't know if the ballpark would hold it. There is a little bit of a wind blowing in here on field 19. When 2 rides upstairs. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's one flown out into right. Actually, it's going to be a shallow outfield. Lasavio, the second baseman, will go out and make the play. And it's out number 1 here in the 6th. Brooklyn Abear. She's been aboard a couple of times.
Brooklyn Abear.
8-0 Northside Christian with the lead. We play here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch is low. Is 1-0. Abear with a single. Left stranded at first, at second in the first. Walk was called stealing there in the second, and he grounded out in the fourth inning. Takes the ball outside. He ended up, or makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0. One's upstairs. And that'll run the count 3-0 here on the 2 spot in the opposing pitcher, Brooklyn Abear. Three and 0. That one's in for a strike. And should run the count 3 balls and a strike. So now it's 2-1. Again, now it was 3-1, so there was the ball. So it will be ball 4. We're all over the place. And it will be ball 4, and it'll be a 1-out base runner. Here in the sixth inning now.
Number 97.
They get a courtesy runner here for the Lady Warriors for the pitcher. That'll likely be the case as Puchana Griff is out to visit with the umpire. We will get a courtesy runner. And the courtesy runner will be Charlie Ashby. It looks like will be the courtesy runner over there at first. And as they're trying to relay that information up here to the press box. So courtesy runner. Ashby will be the courtesy runner.
Ashby will be the courtesy runner.
So Ashby in for A-Bear. And then we'll get back to action. 0 for 3 today now is Isabella Bertrand, who digs in here with 1 out. Takes a pitch for a strike on the outside portion, and it's 0-1. Again, the winner of this one, which at this moment looks to be Northside Christian, will await the winner of the 2:30 game, Marpaw and Claiborne Christian. Here's a ground ball to second. They'll flip to short. They will not be able to relay back to first, even though they do. It will not be in time. So they do get 1 out as Ashby is retired down the base pass. Bertrand will still be safe over at first. And there's now 2 outs for Riley Hernandez. Hernandez is 2 for 3 today, a ground down, a pair of singles. Ground down the first, singled in the third, and singled in the fourth. Every batter in this Northside Christian lineup today has been aboard. All but 2 in this lineup have got a hit today. Oh, and 1 here to start after a strike was pumped in on a foul ball. And Hernandez, the 0-1 from Wilson. Outside, runner will scoot on up to seconds, and she will be safe. As Bertrand trots down. One ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. The pitch, grounder over to second. It's Osadio. Easy play for her to make the play over there at first, and that will do it here in the 6th inning. Lady Broncos, they have some work to do. Another run comes across here for Northside Christian. They lead at 8-0. Final 3 outs, potentially of the season for the Lady Broncos as we head to the 7th inning. It'll be 9-1-2 here for Simpson. Due up when we come back on 95.7 KROK.
The Board of Directors and employees of the East Central Vernon Water System are proud to support the academic and athletic programs of the area schools within their community. They recognize the importance of a good combination of athletics and academics in molding our student athletes into productive citizens of the community. The Board of Directors and employees of the East Central Vernon Water System live, work, and play right here in the communities they serve. They wish continued success to each athlete both on and off the field.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Semifinal softball here on 95.7 KROK. A couple of score updates for you as we head to the 7th inning. Final 3 outs here for Simpson Lady Broncos. They trail at 8-0. Anacoco, they're up 7-6 in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're holding on by a run. Hicks, again, has left a bevy of runners on. They are trailing now 5-0. That was 1-0 ball game for a while. They play in the back half of that game. It will be 9-1-2 here for the Simpson Lady Broncos. One play starts. It hits in the batter's box. That would be a foul ball. And it is 0-1. Glad the umpire was on top of that one. So it'll be Peyton Fracasso, Jaden Losavio, and Olivia Edwards, 9-1 and 2 here for the Broncos. Pitch here to Fracasso is in for a strike.
Now batting number 6, Peyton Fracasso.
And it is 0-2. Fracasso 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. Pitch comes. One place down once again, and that will be a strikeout. She is down on strikes for the second time today. That is strikeout number 11 for the 8th grader Brooklyn Abear. And she is cruising right now. Top of the order now, Jaden Losavio here for the Simpson Lady Broncos. Down to their final 2 outs. Losavio takes the first pitch in, down low for a ball. 1 for 3 today. A strikeout in the first, popped up in the third, and then a single in the fifth. Pitch is in there for a strike to even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here on the top spot, Jaden Losavio.
At that, Jaden Losavio.
Pitches upstairs. And it's 2-1. Lady Broncos, again, have had a tremendous run of upsets just to get here as a 13 seed here to the state semifinals. 2-1 is down low. And now it's 3-1. Here to the top spot, Jaden Losavio. Just 1 walk today for Brooklyn Abear, the righty in the circle for the Lady Warriors. 3-1. Fouled off, went upstairs for it. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. In Northside Christian, they will likely head on to face the winner of the 6 and the 2 matchup, Marpol and Cleveland Christian. That'll come up right here on Field 19 following this one at 2:30. Count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Losavio shows bunch. She'll pull it back. The 3-2. Fouled off her body, and we'll redo it. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coach Losavio said, we're playing with house money as a 13 seed. The pressure's not on us. Some weird mistakes in the field, and this one kind of just got away from them. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Abear comes home. Ground ball off the glove of Abear. The shortstop, Williams, can't pick it up, and it's into center field for a 1-out base hit here for the Simpson Lady Broncos. And it'll be shortstop Olivia Edwards who swung a nice bat today. Pair of hits today for the Lady Broncos for Edwards. First pitch to her. Oh, for a ball. And it is a ball and no strikes. Top half of the 7th inning, 8-0. Northside Christian with the lead over Simpson. One also misses. Now it's 2-0. It's 2-0. Abear has tallied up 11 punch outs in this one. Ready to bring home the 2-0. Outside and just misses. Not a bad pitch there from Abear. Count runs to 3-0. Edwards again with those 2 hits today. Digs into that left-handed batter's box. The 3-0 counts. Swinging and grounds it over to second. Flip it to shorts. No relay back to first. She will be out at second. And there is 2 outs as Losavio is out at second. Edwards will arrive safely at first.
Number 9, Charlie Wilson.
Now it's Charlie Wilson. Last glimmer of hope here in the top half of the seventh inning for the Simpson Lady Broncos. With now 2 away. Been aboard twice today has Wilson. The 2 8th graders going at it here. And that one misses low for a ball. 1-0. Grounder foul. And that'll even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here on Charlie Wilson. Again, runner still aboard and Edwards at first. Last glimmer of hope, and it would have to be a small glimmer of hope at the moment for the Lady Broncos. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch comes from Hebert. Bottom of the zone and misses, says our home plate umpire. Pretty good pitch, but it's just a tick low. And it's 2-1. Brooklyn Hebert rocks and fires with the 2-1. Popped up into foul territory. Over is the first baseman, and she'll make the play. And foul territory, and that will do it. Northside Christian, they dominate the Simpson Lady Broncos as they win it 8-0. The Lady Broncos, they fall after a tremendous run throughout the 2026 LHSAA state playoffs. They will fall here in Sulphur in the state semis by a final score of 8-0. Again, Northside Christian will move on to face the winner of Marpol and Claiborne Christian. Again, last we heard, a couple of score updates for you. Anacoco was up 7-6 in the top half of the 6th inning. Hicks was trailing 5-0. You can catch those games over on our guy Sean Larken has the Anacoco game over on today's Country 105.7. I want to thank our sponsors, Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office, East Central Vernon Water, Rethink Title, Sabine State Bank, Mike Reese, David Heyman State Farm, Jackson Hewitt, Merchants and Farmers, Chuck Owen, and Vernon Parish District Attorneys, and Mr. Terry Lambrights. For Derek Spears back at the KROK studio, Chasta Bars. One more time, your final score. Simpson falls 8-0 at Northside Christian. You heard it live here on 95.7 KROK. Good night.